In this video, let's take a closer look at the three sisters from the Despicable Me movies, Margo, Edith, and Agnes.
And please bless that someone will adopt us soon, and that the mommy and daddy will be nice, and have a pet unicorn. Amen. Amen.
Even though they're not biologically related, they care for each other like true sisters. Unfortunately, the movies don't give us much detail about their backstory or biological family, leaving their origins pretty open to interpretation. What we do know is that they're orphans, and they used to live in an orphanage. Something must have happened before they ended up there. It's possible that their parents passed away, abandoned them, or simply couldn't take care of them. But their backstory remains a mystery. The orphanage where they lived was far from a loving, nurturing environment. In fact, it was more focused on discipline and making money. The owner, Miss Hattie, ran it like a business.
We sold 43 mini mints, 30 choco swirlies, and 18 coconutties.
You say that like it's a great sale day. Look at my face! Do you still think it's a great sale day?
Instead of letting the kids be kids, she assigned them tasks like selling cookies to raise money. They didn't get to experience the joy of childhood or play like other children. They were treated more like workers than orphans in need of care and affection. This harsh environment left the girls with a bond that's even stronger, as they relied on each other for support and love. Margo is the oldest of the three sisters, and she naturally takes on a protective, almost parental role for her younger siblings. Despite her age, she's surprisingly mature, which suggests that she had to step up and care for them in the absence of a proper parental figure. It's clear that Margo had to grow up quickly, taking on responsibilities that other kids her age wouldn't have had to deal with. Then there's Edith, the middle child. She's a bit of a troublemaker, always up to something mischievous, which adds a fun dynamic to the trio. And of course, we can't forget Agnes, who in my opinion, is the absolute cutest of the three. She's the youngest, full of innocence, and has this adorable obsession with fluffy unicorns. Her childlike wonder makes her really stand out.
Anybody come to adopt us while we were out?
Let me think. No.
Their lives take a huge turn when Gru adopts them, though things don't exactly start out the way you might expect. At first, Gru doesn't adopt the girls because he wants to care for them. Instead, he sees them as part of his scheme to break into Vector's lair and uses them to sell cookies. He has no intention of being a father to them. But as the story progresses, something unexpected happens. Gru starts to form a bond with the girls. He begins to get attached to them, and over time, he realizes that he genuinely cares for them. Eventually, he decides to adopt them for real, which marks a huge turning point for both Gru and the girls. This moment is not just a change for the sisters, it's a complete transformation for Gru as well. He goes from being a villain who's focused on schemes and bad deeds to becoming a loving, caring father. And from this point on, their lives are completely different. They finally find the family they've always wanted. Gru, who started off as this villain, ends up being an amazing dad. It's surprising, considering his villainous background, but it's one of the best parts of his character development.
3 little kittens, with milk all gone, rubbed their eyes and started to yawn.